Metal Driver here, and I've had this Greatest Wave Series 2 set for about 2 months now, and I never got around to reviewing it because I'm a lazy piece of crap, and since I have nothing else to review, I figured, hey, why not? Better late than never, right? So today I am looking at The Undertaker. We get an image of Taker on the side and on the back, along with some information and the rest of the figures that are in this wave, which I'm only planning on reviewing Sean at the moment. But if you guys really want me to review the rest of the wave, let me know in the comments down below, and be as aggressive as you want. It'll make me laugh. But in any case, before I move on, you fine folks have been acknowledged. Now let's go ahead and open this up and take a closer look at The Undertaker. Here is the Lord of Darkness out of the packaging. We get a nice look at the attire, which is one of my personal favorite attires of Taker, and he comes with some accessories that include: he comes with a right thumbs up hand and a left open hand, so that way you can pose him doing the throat cut taunt before he does the tombstone, and this is it for extra hands, which is disappointing. I would have liked some fisted hands, or maybe some wide grip hands, so that way you can pose him doing the chokeslam, or even a right open hand like this, so that way you could have him posing doing the Undertaker tribute taunt. So disappointing, although technically this is still better than the original, because the original did not have swappable hands, but still, I expected a little more. Shame on you, Mattel. And then we get the Tag Team Championship belt from the Attitude Era. A nice look at the plate, so not brand new, we have seen this many times before. Taking a look at the head sculpt, this is not brand new. We saw this with the original version of this Ministry / Unholy Alliance Undertaker, and this was always one of my favorite of the older head sculpts before the True Effects printing. I was always surprised that Mattel never re-released it now with a basic Taker, but it's nice to see it again, and this time we do get the True Effects printing, which makes it a whole lot better. Again, that's not to say that the original is bad by any means, but that extra paint from the True Effects that's on the head sculpt makes it pop. It makes it look a little more realistic. It brings new life to this head sculpt. It is painted well on the goatee, the lips, the eyes, and the eyebrows. Sculpting on the hair is nice. I like how this one is all down, so it's not in that upper ponytail that we see with Ministry Taker. And then what is not nice is this QC issue that I have. Look at this paint. Let's go ahead, pop the head off. What is this? Ugh. Mattel just ruined this with all this extra red paint here. That is so annoying. I can fix this. I'm going to use some nail polish remover with acetone and just rub that off, so that is annoying. So for the sake of this review, I'm not going to review this figure. I'm going to review the second one that I bought. Yes, I bought 2 of these because, as I said, this is one of, if not my absolute favorite attire of Taker, so of course I had to buy 2. Looking at the upper body, I think this is a fine choice. It's the same as the original. We get the Taker symbol with this red outline surrounding the symbol, and this is where I'm going to say that I'm also disappointed in the color choice. Now, I don't know if this is more accurate than the original, but I don't like it. I don't like that it's this faded red, almost a pinkish red, whereas the original one had a more vibrant, slightly darker red color. This is so much better in my opinion than this one. In fact, since I do have an extra, maybe I might just swap the arms, put it on the old Taker, swap the head as well, so that way I can have this better looking red color. So that is annoying, but it's not a deal breaker. It doesn't ruin the figure. It's such an odd choice in my opinion. I think the other red was much better. Looking at the arms, he's got some nice detail on the tattoos on both sides, so that looks good. I can't really complain because I don't study Taker's tattoos, so I don't know if they're accurate or not, but they look good enough to me. Now, what is missing are the elbow pads. I'm not sure why Mattel did this. They did this with the original. Now, I did show you mine, and I did put elbow pads on that one because, again, for whatever reason, Mattel did not give us elbow pads on the original. Taker, at this point in his career, during this time, he had 2 elbow pads. He wore them throughout the late 90s, so I don't know why they decided to go the lazy route and not give us that. Here's a look at the back of the figure. Not a whole lot of detail there. And then we get the Taker symbols on the side of the figure, painted well. I don't see any sloppiness or mispaint. Now looking at the original one, let's move this arm out of the way. Yeah, the original red just looks a lot better. So with my extra, I think I might just pop the arms off. Do a swap, so I have an updated version of the old one. Here's the symbol on the other side, not too bad, good line work. And then simple standard black boots, which, is this inaccurate? I can't remember right now. Maybe I'll look at his boots while I'm editing this video, but I'm pretty sure he had kick pads, not laced boots. Going over the articulation, the head is on a ball joint, looks that high up, that far down, so he can actually look pretty far down. Doesn't stay down because of the plastic of the hair, can turn side to side and tilt very well. Shoulder goes that high up, rotates all the way around, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, which is nice, but if you do decide to put an elbow pad on here, it will hinder that articulation. A swivel and hinge at the wrist, crunches that far forward and that far back, so not the best range of motion there. Waist swivel, legs go that far out, they go that high up, not the best range there. Can it go a little bit higher? Yeah, that leg goes a little bit higher, so maybe I might need to heat this up. Oh, that's a little better. A thigh cut, double jointed knees, a cut at the top of the boot, ankle goes that high up, there we go, that far down, and some slight ankle pivot. Here is the greatest hits Series 2 Undertaker next to the original Hall of Champions Undertaker. Here he is next to the Network Spotlight Elite Undertaker with the Series 93 basic head sculpt and the defining moments with the basic Series 93 head sculpt. And I would love to see an updated version of this defining moments Taker, whether in Elite or Ultimate form, but with a brand new head sculpt, preferably this one, and updated articulation. That would be nice. Here he is next to Paul Bearer, and finally here he is next to his Unholy Alliance partner, Elite 71 Big Show. So this new, updated version of Ministry/Unholy Alliance Undertaker is for the most part better than the original. So if you missed out on the original, should you get this? Yes, absolutely. I am biased because this is one of my favorite attires for Taker. Now, if you have the original, should you still get this and upgrade it? I'd say yes, because there are enough upgrades to warrant that, especially since the older elites are kind of obsolete now. And considering I love posing my figures, I need those double jointed elbows, those swappable hands. It's got a nice looking head sculpt with updated paint and printing. Now, it is not perfect, there are some flaws. I still think it's a bit silly that Mattel did not include the elbow pads again. Although, if they're sticking to accuracy with the original release, at least they're consistent. But I don't like the color of the red. Again, I'm not sure if that's accurate or not, if they were trying to be more accurate, but I prefer the original red on the original figure. I think that one looks a lot better, but it's not enough to hurt the figure in my opinion. I love the Undertaker, I think this is solid, so go ahead and pick this up and add it to your collection. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to see more wrestling figure reviews, click on the card at the end of the video, and I'll see you next time.